Hi, welcome back to your quilting journey. Today in part 3 of how to set up your sewing machine, we're going to talk about tension issues and how to clean your sewing machine. Let's get going. Let's talk about cleaning your sewing machine. For the most part, you're just going to be cleaning the lint out of the bobbin area. So to do that, you're going to take off the needle plate. You can just take this cover off just like that, and then take your bobbin out. And this little thing is going to come out with it. This is your bobbin casing, and it is what holds your bobbin in place. So we will show you how to put that back in afterwards. This machine is very linty. Let's see if you can see that. So your machine would come with a little brush, or you can buy these separately, and it's just a little sewing machine brush. You never want to blow the lint in your sewing machine, because the lint may go into all those gears and nooks and crannies that are over here that you can't get into to clean unless you're a professional. So never blow into your machine, okay? Just use your little brush and clean out around the bobbin case. See all that lint that came out? So just keep brushing it, getting it all clean. And then hit as many of the sides as you can. You'll want to clean this every time you change your bobbin out. So every time you're rethreading your bobbin, just go ahead and pop that open, clean it out as you're winding your bobbin. It just takes a second, and the more you keep up on it, the better your machine will last and it will run, because as this lint builds up, it can really mess with your stitching. So, problem solving. If you ever have issues with your machine, turn it off, turn it back on, clean the bobbin, rethread, check your needle, and then you should be good to go. You can also take your little screwdriver again and take these screws out of the needle plate. Once you get them started, you can usually just spin them with your finger. You can also take off your foot, the whole arm and everything of the foot, by unscrewing this screw here on the side, and that can give you some more room to work. So I lift the presser foot this way and then remove it. And you can take off your needle plate. I would probably recommend you take out the needle as well. And then you can clean all that lint back there. I don't clean this every time I change my bobbin, but try to once a month or so, depending on how much you're sewing. So this one is pretty linty. Getting your sewing machine serviced every 1 or 2 years, depending on how much you sew, is a good idea. They can professionally oil it and get it all working properly again, and it's usually not too expensive. You may need to wipe off some of the lint of your needle plate as well. And then you'll just put it back on. There's a little arm here that goes underneath this one. Every machine is different, so make sure you hold on to those screws. Don't let them roll away. And I'll just start them with my fingers here, try to get them straight, and put both of them in. And then use your little screwdriver. Now let's talk about tension issues. So most machines are preset with their settings at a 4. That is the mid-range for your tension. The tension controls how tight the top thread is and how far it's going to pull the bobbin thread up. So when you're having issues with your threading, make sure that everything is threaded correctly first before you change your tension. So unthread everything and redo it. Make sure your bobbin area is cleaned out. Maybe even turn your machine on and off, change your needle, and that will help clear up any problems that you may have. If it still is not clearing it up, it could be your tension is off. So for most of our quilting, we're going to stay around that 4, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, depending on your machine. Thread type has a lot to do with that as well, and we will talk about that. But let's play with the tension first. Okay, so I have a piece of material here. I'm gonna lower my feet and do a couple stitches here. And let's see what it looks like. Okay, raise my foot. Clip those threads. Okay. That looks really, really good on the front and the back. So now let's play with it and see how you might be able to fix tension problems if you have it. So let's just turn it all the way down to 0. That is the least tight it will go. 0 is very, very loose. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so this is my front. It doesn't look too bad. This is the back. I don't know if you can tell between the two, but this one you can see parts of the thread, the top thread coming through the bottom, and it's very loose. I mean, it would be really easy to unstitch if I had a ripper right next to me. See how it just kind of popped right up? So sometimes you'll get big, big loops on the back of your material or your blocks, and that could be that your tension is not tight enough. So now let's go to the very top. Oh my goodness, 9. I don't think I've ever used a 9 before. You can hear it in the change of the machine, how it sounds. So now my tension is so tight. You can feel how tight it is. It's bringing the bobbin thread up to the top, and it's really, really tight. This kind of a tightness could cause your fabric to wrinkle up a little bit because the tension is so tight. And then when you go to pull it apart to kind of smooth it out, you're just going to pop those stitches. So you don't want your tension too tight. You don't want it too loose. You want it right in the middle. So around a 4, 4.5 is usually where I have it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If you have any tips or tricks on how to adjust your tension or how you clean your sewing machine, please comment below and let me know. Also, if you have any ideas on different tutorials you would like to see, please comment below with those ideas and I will make sure to make a video for you. In the next video, we will talk about thread and the different types of thread we can use while sewing. We'll see you then.